So good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
So
ma'am.
today, in today's class, we are going to see about functions. This is the most important concept in any programming language. So this is the topic we are going to cover, and we are just going to see what are parameter arguments, how to declare a function, how to invoke a function, how to return a value from that function, something like that. So already we know about built-in function. That is different. Okay, already it will be built. A program might have written the code inside like max of 5, 6. If you give, then it will understand that it has to pick up the maximum value out of these. So this is called built-in function, which already it is defined. But this function, whatever we are going to say, is nothing but we are going to write some set of code so that accordingly it will execute. Okay, that is called function. So these are the things we are going to see now. So I'll start with this one. So what is a function and how to define it and how to call it and other things we'll see. So for example, this function is nothing but don't repeat yourself. If you want to write the same code twice or many times, then what we are going to do, we are going to make that set of code written inside a function, and we can call the function so that we don't need to repeat that set of steps. So that is the main purpose of writing a function. So functions let you break a big problem into small manageable pieces. Okay. As I told you before, there may be many, what do you say, many repetitive things. For example, I'll explain this later. So first, let us focus on writing one function. Then I'll tell you how to break a big problem into a small. So that part we will see it later. Okay. So once a function works correctly, you trust it forever, reuse without retesting. And functions make debugging easier, isolate where a bug is occurring. Okay, Python has thousands of built-in functions you have already been using, right? Print in, put in, length, everything is a built-in function. And I said, now we are going to write a function by us. So that is called user-defined functions. So programs without functions become unmaintainable quickly. Functions are non-optional. Okay, so for example, if you see everyone likes noodles, everyone likes to eat noodles, everyone will like it. But do you know how to prepare noodles?
Yes.
Yeah. So what will you do? You will boil the water, you will add noodles into it. Then what else you will do?
Add masala.
Yes, add masala. Then you will cook
Cook
it
it
for
for
10
2 to
minutes.
5 minutes.
Hot. Okay. So today you're preparing noodles. You will be following all the steps. So again, one more person, okay, is preparing the noodles. What he'll do? He'll be doing the same steps, right? Boil water, add noodles, add masala, cook for 2 minutes, serve water. The third customer, third person, how will he? He'll do the same thing. Is it so? So this step is nothing but a standard step which everyone does while preparing a noodles. Is it so? So every time you want noodles, you will repeat all the steps again. Boil water, noodles, masala, this, that. Okay. So if, for example, for each and every person, I'm writing for customer one, I'm writing the step. For customer two, I'm writing again the same steps. Print, 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 print. Is it a repetitive one? Is it so? So we don't need to write it repeatedly, right? Instead, we can use a function. We can put all these 5 print statements into a function, and then we can just call the function every time without repeating the steps. How? You understood this step, right? Now, with function, what are you doing here? define. So this is how we define a function. So this is the keyword we use. Please make a note, write it down. The keyword for function is def and prepare underscore noodle. So this is the syntax. Def function name colon semicolon again, like how we use for if conditional statements and loop. How will you use semicolon? You have to put a semicolon over here, and then three indentations you have to put, so that the interpreter will know that these many statements are inside this particular function. Okay. Print, boil water, add noodles, add masala, cook for 2 minutes, serve hot. So you have written all the 5 steps inside this definition, inside this function named prepare underscore noodles. Okay. So now let me ask you one thing. What is the function name here? Anyone? What is the function name here?
Prepare underscore noodles.
Very good. Prepare underscore noodles is the function name. And what is the keyword we use for it?
DEF.
DEF. Okay. So you got it right. So now we have declared and defined the function. Now, how will you call the function? Here it is. Just the function name, prepare underscore noodles, colon, open parenthesis, sorry, not colon, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. This is for customer 1. So again for customer 2, again calling one more time, prepare underscore noodles, open and close to parenthesis. So now you got the purpose of writing a function. So here what we did, we have written twice all the 5 steps, but using a function, what are we doing? We are not repeating those steps, but putting it inside a function and just calling twice. That's all. You got the difference between two, without function and with function, everyone? Velavan, are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice. Okay. So this is the basic thing. So this is the basic thing. Now, another type is there, like function with input. For example, noodles, how many noodles are there? Like varieties, flavors. Someone like veg noodles is there, non-veg noodles is there. The masala which you add will be different. Is it so? Some nowadays in market that comes as a spicy masala, right? Normal masala we have, or spicy noodles we have. So we use some other spicy masala powder for it. Is it so? So both customer 1 and customer 2, here in this case, there is no specific requirement for customer 1 or 2. Both of them wants the same set of thing. But in some cases, like customer 1 may need normal noodles, but customer 2 wants some spicy noodles. So in that case, what are we going to do? Here, inside this open parenthesis, we are going to use an argument so that it will pass the argument inside this, and accordingly it will change little bit. You got it? And for customer 2, another argument. So that according to that argument, little bit it will be changed. So we'll see that example. See here, if you see here, definition, prepare noodles, flavor. One more parameter is there. You got it? You see the difference in both this and this? Here empty. We are not passing any argument values. But here we are passing one value here, right? One argument is there. Why? Because see, boiling water, add noodles, everything is same. But only changes what? The flavor of masala which we are adding differs. So F, add flavor, masala, cook for 2 times, serve hot. So here, two different. First customer wants some spicy noodles. So he is passing the argument called spicy Okay, so this one second. My mouse is not working. So what happened here when it says prepare underscore noodles equal to spicy, then what happened?
Ma'am, spicy is assigned to flavor.
Yes. So here, so when it calls this function for this flavor equal to spicy will be assigned. You got it? Now here add, here what little bit, there will be a change here. Add, when you print, then it will say add spicy masala. You got it? Now the second calling function. So here we are calling the function again. In this case, for customer 2, cheese will be assigned to flavor. Okay, equal to cheesy, cheese. Okay, something. So here what will be the thing? Everything will be same. Boil water, add add noodles. But here, add cheese masala. There will be a difference here. Cook for 2 minutes. Serve hot. Everything will be same, but only difference we see will be when we call this add spicy masala will be displayed. When we call this function add cheese masala will be displayed. You got it, everyone? So these are the
So, ma'am,
three different.
I have a
Anyone?
question.
Mm.
What if I write flavor equals 1? Will it still print?
Flavor equal to
1. I assign the value, numerical
mm.
value 1.
It will throw
So as soon
error.
as,
Because see, when you prepare noodle spicy, it's a string, right? So this flavor will be automatically understood as like dynamic data typing happens, and it will consider this as a string variable. And if you pass equal to 1 or something, then it will throw error. You can
but
try it out while
how do you
during lab
specify it?
exercise, you can try it out. Yes.
But how do you specify it? So isn't there some sort of integer, like there's some sort of pretext which tells you that it's
See,
specific?
that's what I say. According to the argument which you pass, this will be considered that what do you say? Dynamic data typing will happen for this. It will the interpreter will think that flavor as a string variable. But if you give equal to 1 or something, then it will throw error because it expects that to be we are passing string. So during our lab exercise, we can try it out and see what kind of error it throws here. Okay. Now you understood the concept here, right? How we do with function with inputs. Everyone, shall we move on?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the final understanding is what? Function is nothing but the noodle recipe, and function call is nothing but what? Cooking noodles. Just we have to cook noodles. That is how we are calling. Prepare noodles. That's all. Parameters are flavor choices. Parameters means what? They meant this one, flavor, is nothing but the parameter. We say the terminology which we use is parameter. And the output will be what? It's ready, something like that. Okay. Now we are going to some real-time scenarios here. If you see, uh, how are we defining this? Uh, so here, in this case, if you see, A equal to 5, B equal to 3, print A plus B. So what will be the output here? 5 plus 3, 8. What will be the output here? Just 8 will be printed. X plus 10y. What will be the output?
17.
70,
17.
right? So the same set of thing we are doing, but repeatedly. Is it so? So in this case, we can use what? This a plus b, x plus y operation is same, right? Adding these two numbers is a general function. So we can write it in a function here. Define add numbers. This is the function name. We are passing the argument here into this parameter a comma b. Return a plus b. It will add the two numbers and it will give the output. So here, how are you passing? Print add numbers. You are calling the function name add numbers 5 comma 6. So 5 will be assigned to a automatically. When it calls, 5 will be assigned to a, 3 will be assigned to b. Now return a plus b. So return 5 plus 3. So what is that? It will display
8.
8. So here again, add numbers 10, 7. Now, Velavan, please tell me what number will be assigned to A when this calls, second one calls. When this,
10.
10, very good. So 7 will be assigned to B and it will just add A plus B. So 10 plus 7, 17 will be displayed. So here what is happening? We are not repeating this A plus B, X plus Y. Is it so? We are just writing it in a function and we are just calling. So this is the purpose of writing a function. So, okay. But again, we will see one more example. Inside a loop, we can try it out. See here. Instead of calling one by one, like print, again, we are simplifying. How can we simplify? Numbers equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, some list kind of thing we can give. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here for A, B in numbers, so it will pick up what is happening here. Numbers means here is the number. Is it so? So in numbers, what are the sets we have? 1, 2. So first iteration, during the first iteration, 1 and 2 will be assigned to AB. You got it? So 1 will be assigned to A and 2 will be assigned to B. And now print, add numbers A plus B. So it will print 3 during the first iteration. And in the second iteration, what are the values that are picked up and assigned to AB? Govind.
Ma'am,
During the second iteration, what are the values that will be assigned to AB?
AB 3 and 4.
Very good. 3 and 4. And it will add. It will call the function. Here, it will call this function and it will see return A plus B. So it will add 4 and 3 and give the output. So again, 5, 6. Third iteration, 5 and 6 will be assigned to A and B. And this will be, it will call the function like add numbers and it will pass the value 5 and 6 to this and it will add and return it to this thing. And 6 plus 5, 11 will be displayed. Got it? So when you write this program and write this function, so the result will be like what? 3, 7, 11 continuously. You don't need to call every time also. This is using a list. We can do it in a simpler way compared to this. So any doubts till now? Anyone? So these are the basic concepts. Yes.
So the variable numbers is a list, no ma'am. So it's like an array, similar to an
Yes.
array.
Yes. So I don't want to deep dive into this because list, tuple, dictionaries, we will be seeing it later. Okay. So I'm not drilling down into this concept now. So just for an example, I've given this. Okay.
So we can use the for loop for like in this way also. later.
Yes, yes. It's a very simpler way. You can
Okay.
use it. When you go through those topics like list, tuple, dictionary, I'll explain those things in detail. Okay. This is for just for your understanding. You don't need to try it now, but you need to understand this one as of now. Okay. Shall I move on? Yes.
Okay. So the code under the definition of a function is effectively maps to, right? serves the same purpose as maps to in mathematics, like element A maps to B, pairwise definition. It's analogous to that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
See,
I
one
just
more example. See, one more thing I'll tell you. For example, 5, 3. Okay, here A, B is there. So automatically it will give 5 to A, assign map 5 to A and 3 to B. Fine. So now, for example, as you asked, I'll tell you. Anyway, we are going to see it later, but for your curiosity, I'm saying here name, age I'm giving example, and the name and age will be there. Here, if you declare in a different way, like first age you are giving and then name you are giving, order has been changed. So according to the data type, it will pick up the right thing if you explicitly define those parameters. So according to the data types, though we change the order, the correct value will be assigned to it. That example, we will see it later. Okay, to answer your previous question, I'm saying. Okay. So this concept is okay for everyone. Can I move on? Everyone? When you look into few examples, you will be more clear. Okay. Now, so just a flowchart. Function declaration, define product of two numbers AB, return AB. So here, see the terminologies we use are what? A, B are called parameters. So here we are declaring declaration function. This is nothing but function declaration. And what are we doing? We are reusing the piece of code that is written A star B. This step is repeated. So we are reusing this piece of code. So this is the purpose of a function. So here we are doing the declaration and then this defines the function as well. So how? Here it is. We are defining, declaring and defining. And then what are we doing? Function invocation. How are we calling it? Product of two numbers, just 2, 3. So this is how it is called. We are calling that function. And how is it getting executed? A equal to 2, A equal to B, result equal to A plus B. So the result will be 2 into 3 equal to 6 will be displayed. So see here, there are two terminologies we use. Here, when we call the function product of two numbers, we say 2, 3. So here we call this as arguments. You got it? So these arguments will be mapped with here the parameters. So the terminology we use for this is parameters here and this is arguments. So actual values passed to the function that is called arguments and this result, it returns the actual value. So this is how it works. So the return value will be what? A star B equal to 6. So function declaration or definition, everything is here. Def product of two numbers A comma B, semicolon, return A star B. Here A and B are called what? Tarun?
Parameters.
Parameters. So function invocation, that is calling a function. So how do we call? Just you don't need to mention DEF when we call the function. Just the function name will do. Product of two numbers 2, 3. So here 2 and 3 are called even
Arguments.
Okay. Now function execution. This 2 and 3 will be assigned to A and B and result A star B, return value 6. Okay. Clear? Concept is clear about the definition of, functions, defining a function and then calling a function, how it returns value and passing an argument. Okay. So now we are going to see some examples. Okay. So here, def. See, please don't make any mistakes here. You have to leave 3 space. That is called what?
Indentation.
Indentation. So this Python is very special. where we use this concept called indentation. We don't have this concept in any other languages. In Java, to make it understand that this piece of code belongs to this function or thing, what will you use generally?
Brackets.
Brackets.
Curly brackets we use. But here it's very simple, right? The developer is very much, the purpose of developing Python is he wants to make it more readable and very easy to write or whatever it is. So he made it very easy. So def greet name colon semicolon 3 indentation. So now what is happening? Greets a person by name, print hello name. Okay. So what happens here? Greet Priya. So Priya is what? What is the terminology we use here for Priya? Govind.
Name.
Hmm?
Name.
I don't hear. Sorry?
Like name.
No, no, no. What is the terminology we use? We are passing this input value. So what is the terminology? Anyone?
Arguments.
Arguments. Okay. So this is an argument now. So this Priya will be assigned to name. This is called parameter name. So this will be assigned, and what happens? Print hello, comma, the in for this name, variable name, Priya will be assigned. Okay. So what will be the output here? Hello, Priya. So when you say greet is nothing but the function name. Greet Arjun. So what will be the output? Hello, Arjun. Okay. And now function with return value. Def add a comma b, return a plus b. So result equal to, so here you see the difference. Till now we are just, we have seen like print of, greet of Priya or something like that we have seen. Calling just. Here what are we doing? Result equal to add 5 comma 3. So whatever the value that is returned by this function will be again assigned to one more variable called result here. Got it? In this case. So result equal to add of 5, 3. So this 5, 3 will be assigned to A and B, and it will add up the value 8, and 8 will be again assigned to the variable result, and print result means that it will print the value 8. So we can also write this way, print of add of 5 comma 3. In that case also it will print A. Otherwise we have to create a declare a variable, assign this thing equal to add, means it will the value will be again given to result, and then result is printed here. Okay. Any doubts in these programs? Shall I move on? Now, yes, see here, this is interesting one. Def greet of name, comma, greeting equal to hello. So here if you see, till this program, like here we are not assigning a value to this parameter. Is it so? We are just declaring the parameter and we are not assigning any value to this parameter explicitly. But in this case, this is another parameter, but we are assigning one default value hello to this greeting parameter name. So print f greeting comma name. See, in this case, now if you say greet, you are calling the function greet Priya. So we are not, see how many parameters are there? 2, name comma greeting. But here we are passing only one argument, Priya. Is it so? Will it throw error? No. What happens? It will, though we are not passing any value, in that case what it happens? It will pick up value hello for this greeting and it will print. So in this case, what will be the output? Hello Priya. Got it? Hello, Priya. Though you are not passing any value, it will pick up the default value hello. And then it will print hello, Priya. Again, in this case, greet Arjun, namaste. Namaste, we are explicitly giving some passing this argument name value. And in this case, namaste will be given to greeting. This hello will be overridden. By default, what value is assigned for greetings? Hello. But when you pass namaste, hello will go on and it will be replaced with namaste. So for this, when you call greet of Arjun, namaste, what will be the output here? Can anyone, Morris?
Namaste, Arjun.
Namaste, Arjun. Very good. Got it? So next, define, create profile. This is another program. Define, create profile, name, age, city. Morris, I told you, right? Changing the order, in that case also it will pick up the right thing, right?
Yes,
so create profile, name, age, city. Print name, age, from which city. So now we are calling the function create profile, age equal to 50. So here we are giving the same name, age equal to 17, city equal to, see, we have, in this case, we have to give the exact same name so that it will be able to correlate. Age equal to 17, city equal to Delhi, name equal to Ria. So here what do you see? The order has been changed, but still by correlating the name of the argument and the parameter, it will pick up the right value. So here, what will be the output? Though you are giving first age, second city, name third, in this case, when you call this, it will print what? What will be the output? In this case, Yuvan, what will be the output when you call this function?
Ma'am, Ria, age 17, from Delhi.
Very good. Ria, age 17, from Delhi. Got it? Anyone has any doubt? Okay. So moving on to the next function. You remember I explained you about global and scopes. Is it so? Scope. Scope means what? Like I gave you one example, right? One celebrity is there who is very famous in India, but he will not be known by, for example, Upendra is a great actor. Will Hollywood or all over India, Americans know about Upendra?
No.
No. He is very famous inside India, not even India, like inside Karnataka, we can say. Okay, outside Karnataka, many of them won't be knowing. So that is the scope, we say. And how about one Hollywood celebrity or Trump or whoever it is, all around the world, everyone will be knowing. So he is globally famous,
Global.
right? Yes. So there are two things. One is local and one is global. So here, if you see, x equal to 10. Outside the function, in the program, we are giving the value 10 is assigned to x. So this is called global. So we can use this x anywhere. Inside the function you can use, outside the function you can use, anywhere you can use inside, anywhere from that program. But here, if you see, here we are defining one definition, def show x equal to 95. If you use this assignment statement x equal to 99, which means it is a local variable. You got it? This is not a global variable. Though you use same variable name, if you see x equal to 99, it is local. This is known only inside the life of this variable will be inside this function only. If you just go out and print x, if you see here, there is nothing like x. Okay, we are not. If you come out of this and say print x, it will throw error. It will say that you have not defined X variable, because outside the function, it will not be knowing. You got it? So that is called global and local variable. So coming to this program, here X equal to 10, global variable. Everyone understood the scope, concept, local and global? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
X equal to 10, define, show. This is a function name. Defining X equal to 99, print X. Show. You're calling the function now. Here. Show means what will be the output now if you call this print X. Here X means this X. What will it take? It will consider the local variable X. So, and it will give the output 99. You got it when you call the function show. Here, if you see print X, here this X, this print will not know about this X. So, when you say print X, this will know about which X? The global variable, this X only. So here print X means it will print the value 10. You got it? This will be the output. Everyone, if you don't understand, please let me know. I'll repeat it. Okay. Now, global keyword. Use sparingly. You can also use this thing. See, no, okay, leave this. Okay. So this scope you understood, right? Global and local. Yes, moving on to some questions. I'll see what is the output. Def double n return n star 2 print double 5. So what will be the output? Darun, Velavan. It will pass 5, right? It will pass 5 to n. And now return n star 2 means 5 multiplication 2. What will be the output? What is the value it will return to print? 10. 10. That will be the output. Which function definition uses a default argument correctly? Def f of a
B.
equal to f of a comma b equal to def. Click 1 second. Uses a default argument correctly. Okay. So here the second one, it will always consider. Okay. You have to use this thing. What does star arguments allow you to do? Pass any number of positional, this one not required. Okay. When we see some programs, I'll explain. So here some key takeaways. We have seen what def creates a function, calling it by name, runs it. Is it so? Define as the keyword we use. Now return sends a value back. Without return, the function returns none. Default params a comma b equal to 0 must come after required params. Tuple, this one I'm not taking up now. Local scope variables inside a function are invisible outside it. Okay. Now a few more examples we'll see. Def countdown n. Okay. This is the function name and this is the parameter n. If n less than or equal to, so it's like a, what is the purpose of this program is count, it is counting down 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 1 and then blast off. So once it reaches the value less than or equal to 0, then it will come out of that loop. Okay. So it will just print us blast off. So what is that we are doing? In the countdown we are passing, right? It should start from count 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it should blast off. So 5. So 5 will be assigned to this n variable. Now it is checking if n less than or equal to 0. If it is less than or equal to 0, what will happen? What should it do? Like blast off, it should come out. Print blast off return. It will break it, and then just return means it will break the what do you say, the function, and it will go out to this thing, calling function. Otherwise, if it is false, see, for example, here, if the condition is true, if the condition is true, these two statements are executed. Why? Tarun, why? If the condition is true, these two statements will be executed. Why?
Because
How is identifying?
print plus it is given in brackets and double quotes. I mean single quotes.
Okay. How about return? How is it understanding that return should also be executed if the condition is true?
Because it is
Okay. I think you don't understand my question. Maybe you might have known the answer. So how about anyone else can help him? Anyone else? Govind, you want to try? How do we know that these two statements are executed?
Because in the F loop, we left some spaces.
Indentation. Right?
Indentation.
Yes, 3 spaces are given inside if print. 2 statements are there in this level. So that's how we, like the interpreter understands that these 2 statements should be executed if the condition is true. Tarun, you got it? You got the question now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay, good. So if it is false, then it will come out. It will come out and it will go to this print statement. Print n. What will be the one? 5 will be displayed. And then what happens? Again, it should go, it should again repeat it, right? Because countdown, it is n minus 1, like 5 minus 1. During the second thing, 5 minus 1 it will be. So again, what happens? It will repeat it. 4. Now again, it will check and it will display 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it will come out as plus 1. We can run all these programs and you can check by yourself. And now compare with iterative version. So here anyone, can you understand how, there is no loop statement here. So in that case, how is it getting looped? We are not using any loop, right? So what is happening over here? Morris, can you explain? You got my
Yes,
question?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
There is no any loop
there's no
statement, right? So how is it displaying again 4 and then 3, 2, 1?
It's checking whether the n value is greater than 0. So it's by default somewhat a loop because it's the statement is already on top, right? And I'm
So
guessing
one second.
it only returns the print blast off statement after it knows that everything n is equal to 0, right? The next statement. That's what it is, right?
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know whether you understood, but the exact answer I want. See, what happens is, what's the answer for my question is, here, countdown 5. Looking into this, it is calling this function. Is it so? Again, we are calling countdown n minus 1. So 5 minus 1, 4. Again, it is calling, we are calling the function inside the function only. So again, it will call this, passing 4 into this. Now it will check 4 less than or equal to 0, print blast off. No, it will print 4. And then comes to this statement. Now countdown 4 minus 1. That is 3 now. Again, it is calling this that function like himself. It's like calling him from him only. Is it so? So 3. And then now 2. Again, it's calling 2, 1. And then when it becomes 1, it will print 1. Now 1 minus 1, 0. Now count down 0. So count down 0 means it will go here. Now it will check if 0 less than or equal to 0, print blast off. If here the condition will become true here. And now here it will get break. And it will return out. And it will say blast off and it will not repeat. It will not execute this countdown again because these two statements will be executed only if the if condition is false, right? But here it's true. So it will return, it will execute these two. Now it will return means it will return out of the function and it will come out. That's how it is getting broken. You got it? Morris, you got it?
So it's the strong induction principle, right?
One second.
Principle of recursive definition.
Yes, recursive, like calling the function inside that function only. It's calling.
Yes, ma'am. This
yes,
strong
maybe,
induction principle is my mathematical analog, ma'am. It's basically Sn belongs to A implies Sn plus 1 also belongs to A. It's
correct. So in this case, we are calling the function inside the same function only. So that's how it is getting repeated. Okay. So now, everyone, you got it? Everyone? Why it is like into a loop?
Yes.
Tarun?
So is a loop also defined this way?
Loop? Sorry, what is that?
Is the fundamental definition of a loop also defined this way? Like a for loop? Is it fundamentally like even though you can't really define it, it already has a keyword. When they were building a language, right? It's an inbuilt function that's defined in the recursion, right?
No, see, for loop is completely different, ma. The concept is different, okay? Looping is different, okay? So this one is again something different from that. Even, see, that's what I say. Here it is also getting looped. As we are calling the function inside the function, the same function, it is getting looped again and again. You got it? So this concept is different from this one. See, the same thing, you can use it using for loop also.
Yes,
you got it. Inside, instead of using this, when during our loop lab exercise, you can use for loop and check. Okay, so before
yes,
if you can use this for n minus 1, sorry, not n minus 1, like what do you say? You can decrement
or
it and
any range.
Yes, in that range. What do you say? N in range of this thing you can use, and you can decrement the value, and we can do this also. The purpose will be same. But here the concept is different. Okay. So this is how we call a function inside the same function. This is different concept. Okay. Yes, now moving on to this one, compare with iterative version. Def, countdown, loop, n, while. So here we are using, just now I told you, right? For loop we can use, I told. So here, instead of using calling the function inside the same function, as I said, they are, see, the same concept here. Using while loop we are doing. Loop n. So what happens? While n greater than 0, print n minus. So I told you, right? Decrementing it and then printing. Okay. So yeah, this is the other way for the same output. This is the other way. You can try both. Okay. Yeah. Coming on to this program. See, if you have any doubts, please stop me. Anyone can stop me. Now, see, here we are defining, till now we have seen only one function. Here we are seeing 4 functions. This is what I told you, right? Breaking a big problem into small modules. So the purpose here is to find the mean, here to find the median, here mode. This is standard deviation. So the purpose is different. So we are writing different functions for each purpose. Okay, so what are we doing now? For example, scores. This is what list 85, 92, 78. So these are the numbers to be compared. What are we going to do? Print f mean, calling this function. Calling this function called, what is this function name here? Mean.
Mean.
Here it is. So when you write this, this will call this function. Okay, mean of scores. Scores is nothing but what? Scores. Here, arguments. So colon this one. This one is while it is getting displayed, it should give 2 decimal values. So that's why we are giving this. So when you say a mean of scores, what are the values will be passed into this mean? Yuvan?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the
So
all
when you
values
call
in
this function, what will be the what are the values that will be passed to data?
ma'am 85,
Very good. Everything 85, 92,
92,
everything
78,
till
everything
95.
in list.
Yes, all the complete list of values which are inside scores will be passed into data. And now return sum of data. So whatever the values here it will, what are the values here? It will add that and divide by length of data. So length of data means how many 85, 92, how many are there? 3, 6, 7, 8. So here 8 will be there, and the sum is what? If you add up, for example, 3, 6, 8, for example, 120. If you add all these values, it will be, these are sum and len are called what? Someone Tarun, what is this called? Sum of len of,
What, ma'am?
what is the terminology we use for this? Sum of len of,
Um, it's the like
already defined, right?
yes, ma'am.
What, yeah, what it is supposed to do is already defined by Python. So what do we call this?
Variables.
No.
Built-in function.
Very good. These are called built-in functions. Tarun, you got it? Sum of, len of, print of, max, min, everything are called
Yes, ma'am.
built-in functions. These are basics. Okay, you should be well aware. So sum of the data means it will add up all the 85, 92, everything, and it will be stored as 120 divided by len of data means 8. So it will divide, one slash is there, right? Which means division. So 180 by 8, whatever the value, that will be given to this thing. So that value will be displayed. For example, sum 92 dot, how many decimals? Dot 2. So sum 32 will be the answer. You got it? So the same way, median. So which function will be called? Print f median. This is just a string. Anything can be written here. But the actual function, see, how are you calling? Again, how will you call a variable? Inside a curly braces only, right? In the same way, you're going to call a function also. But don't forget to put f here, so that it will understand that this is either a variable or a function. So now median scores. So this will call, when it sees this one, it will call this function median. Okay, and the same set of data, whatever is there in scores, everything will be passed into this, and then whatever has to be done inside a median, it will be done inside this. Okay, I think you are all aware of all these calculations in maths, how to find a median, mode, mean, standard deviation. So accordingly, it is given. So for median, we have to first sort the data, right? Sorting means what? Arranging from in a ascending order. So then it will be assigned, the data will be assigned to this, and then length, and then we are doing this. S of n 2/2 if n less than or equal to all these calculations. Again, mode. How to check the mode? Here we are doing return max of this, all these things. So finding a standard deviation. So this is how more number of definitions or the functions are, sorry, more number of functions are defined, and this is how we call different functions. Okay. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Everyone clear? I'll give just 1 minute. Please look into this. You don't need to worry about these calculations. So these are all some mathematical things, but just see how we are defining functions and how are we calling it and how are we printing, formatting, like how are we giving, whether we give curly parentheses or just open parentheses. All these things you have to see. So here, like how we give for a variable, you have to give the same colon dot 2f. Clear? Can I move on? Velavan, are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is a simple addition, subtraction, multiplication. Yeah, I'll explain you this. This is the last program I'll explain, and then you can start your lab exercise. So here, first the function is add a comma b, and then return a plus b. So instead of writing it in the second line, it is written in the same line. Okay, even this can be, I mean, it can be, you can write it this way also. And subtract this thing, written a minus b, a star b. This one, if b not equal to, again, there are two things that is given, a by b, but if b is not equal to 0, it's an error, right? So that condition we are also giving, adding it to this function. So here, like a calculator program, okay? So this is called something called dictionary. So what is happening? If it is, if we are asking the user to, maybe first I'll run this program and show you, and so that you will be able to understand. I executed. Here it is. See, this is the program. So when I enter it, what are we doing? First number, it is accepting 2 I'm giving. User input is 2. And the operator, what is that operator? It is asking plus, minus, star, slash. It is asking, I'm giving plus. Second number, 3. So when I just enter, it is giving the result as 5. Okay. It is adding up. For example, I'm giving 4, comma, operator, I'm giving it as slash. Now second number 2. So what is that it is giving? 2. You got it? So this is the program. So here I'll explain you the program. So we are defining all these things. So operations equal to plus add. So here what is happening is, this is something called dictionary. I'll explain you about this one later, but just an overview I will tell you. For example, here it is asking for the operator, right? Plus, minus, this thing, plus. If I give plus, it will correlate the value as add. If I give minus, then it is subtract. Star, multiply. So here what is that I'm doing? While true, a equal to float. So float of input of first number. So whatever number I am giving, it is considering that as a data type as float, and it is assigning that to A. Now, if A equal to 0, if I give 0, then it should break out. Break, I told you, right? It will just come out of that completely. For example, first number I am giving as 0. So it is coming out of the program itself. So breaking out of the whole while loop. Now, OP equal to, this is a some user defined variable. Input of operator, this one. So I'm giving plus. So plus sign will be given to OP. This OP will have what now? Plus. Okay. Now B. B is the second number. Float of input of second number. So second number 3. Now A will have 2. OP will have plus and B will have 3. Now we are checking the condition because we should know, right, which function to call, right? So if I give plus, it should call add function. So here, that is why I'm using this. If op in operations, which means in this operation, we have this. This is the dictionary. Operations is a dictionary. In this dictionary, we are going to search. We are going to pass this plus sign into this operation, into this dictionary. And now it says operations of op A comma B, which means op is nothing but now here in our case plus. So plus means A comma B. What is that now? We are passing A, B and OP. All these into the variable result. So print result equal to result. So here what happens? It is calling A comma B op plus. So here plus means now here it is add. So this will call the function add here. You got it? Anyone? This will, see, when it sees this, it will call the function add. How? Because we are giving plus for this OP. What is the value inside OP? Plus. So plus means add. So once it sees this dictionary as add, it will call the function add. And it will return A plus B. We are passing the variable AB argument as well. So what is the value for A and B here? 2 and 3. So plus 2, 3. So here add 2 and 3. So it will add up and it will give the result as 5, and that 5 will be given to result. So print result equal to result. Else unknown operator. If apart from plus minus star, this thing, if you give something else, then OP will not be in this operation. So it will go to false, right? False statement. So it will try say that print unknown operator. You got it, ma? Everyone? If you have any doubts, please let me know. So that is how it is called, and accordingly it does the function addition, subtraction, star, and this thing. Got it? Thank you. I'll stop here. Thank you so much. We will do some lab exercise.